Ready to cancel credit card debt to zero in less than 6 months with no creditor payback plans? Well, you must avoid debt settlement companies' offers because those won't work. Here's the reason why. Debt settlement is very different than debt management or even debt consolidation. The biggest challenge people have when they stop paying credit cards is they don't know who to trust or what the programs are all about. This is a problem because folks think that debt settlement firms are negotiating credit card debts when they absolutely do not. Why does this matter to you? You should care because debt settlement is a 3 to 5 year creditor payment arrangement. It's not debt forgiveness at all. There are 3 problems with debt settlement that these companies don't want you to know about. 1. They don't want you to know that they don't pay your creditors a dime until your debts are past due and they've basically negotiated themselves. 2. What you're paying is the company fees first, before they even save money in a set-aside account for creditor settlement. 3. In these programs, once you've paid the debt settlement company fees, the settlement of the credit card debt, you will be sent a 1099-C that will be paid as part of your income tax, making it so that you end up paying 100% of what you've started with and what you originally owed. Of course, these companies won't guarantee that they'll settle your debt because they don't settle debt at all. In fact, some of these companies just give you a credit line with their company and call it debt settlement. And when in fact they haven't done anything until you're done paying their credit line so they can give that to the original creditor. Here are 3 tips to help you with credit card debt settlement. Are you ready for these tips and tricks? Tip number 1, and it's the biggest: avoid payment plans. This is important since debt settlement companies do not pay your debts. You can have a much faster, more successful debt relief option, such as debt cancellation, if you just know what to do. Why? Because you will benefit from this the most when you do not have to pay 35% of your savings to the settlement company's fees, when they're not doing anything anyways. Tip 2. The next thing you'll want to do is know how to send a do not call letter to the creditor to stop phone calls. Basically, you don't want them to talk to you within that first 6 months over the phone. You want everything to be in writing. Now, you should be ready to physically write the creditor a do not call letter and mail it to them well in advance so that you don't get these unwanted phone calls. Tip 3. Max out all available credit on your credit cards before you default, or if you still have any. It's use it or lose it. Save any of those money that you get for future settlement payment plans to creditors, directly to the creditor as a form of eliminating the debt, nothing else. This is important because once you've defaulted on the credit cards at least 2 to 3 times in a row, or 3 months, all the unsecured lenders see you as high risk and will immediately cut your credit limits and proceed to cancel your cards. This is known as the Universal Default Clause. Tip 3. Don't pay the creditor until after they charge off the debt. In most scenarios, the creditor will charge off the debt within 180 days and sell it to a collection company. The collection company is the one you want to deal with, not the original creditor. This is important because you want to wear out the collection budget of these creditors. The longer it's been since your last payment, the more worthless the debt becomes worth to them. If you do this properly, your debt will be sold to the collection agencies for pennies on the dollar, allowing you to offer the third-party bill collector that purchased it a tiny profit, and you'll settle that debt for far less than what you would have, usually for around 10% of what your total aggregate debt originally owed was. Next, this step's important. Make sure to keep a log of all the debts and notify the IRS that you did not settle with the original creditor. and therefore you don't owe any debt forgiveness taxes. When you settle the debt with a collection agency, it's not the original creditor and you no longer owe the debt. Now you understand one of the best secrets, the tips, and the reasons that you must avoid debt settlement companies. There's no reason to pay a debt settlement company for credit card debt forgiveness, especially because they don't actually do anything for you. Are you ready to speak with somebody who will cancel your debts and do this entire process of debt forgiveness for you? It's free to you. So stop paying those settlement payment plans today and contact us for a special, no obligation debt analysis, and we'll figure out what is the best path for you moving forward is. If you're ready to get out of debt and stop fighting with those pesky creditors, give us a call. We'll get you back on your feet immediately. Want to learn more about debt settlement pros and cons? Visit our website today at customdebtrelief.com for more information. Avoid debt settlement services. Give us a call today.